Mamunyina covered but the money hub with Casandra.
Your health and strength begin to fail.
Ukwara sunse ya no many aje I know so was winning aje. It's answer ye ko ye benyina yi sikasam. First nanke ka sikasam obi am pese obeti debi. E ka se yensie sika obi am pese obeti nanso se de ye hunu se je se you know ya na kakra ene de wealth never.
Life is so short, it passes.
Ma bibia ayiko ko ejuma obi an hotesen.
One life to live on earth. Sorry.
But so we are live on Facebook and for one more person mo share wa manone and I say wa we take baby we take am wa person who may guest and the way our dress fine we between our Facebook. We are live on Happy 98.9 Facebook. And the conversation that we're about to have in Neno and I know say who has been there before, and perhaps if you have this information which me abuani pano ebano entrepreneurship anase yekasa obi ankasa ye ne juma, it goes through different phases of development, and yes I will start a na you know na apeke up eto de bi nso a utie ye to me peke up edusro now also say sometimes anko through the right development ubehunu na business no so assign up and down then komo twitwi na ye ba betwitwi ye ba be bisa say business now go through the whole stages na apem and I say after the fire and I say after the fall and I say BBS it is a COVID by ye businesses be brace a fire near bisa say after the business has gone down no we yet then rebuilding. Now that is the difficult part, and that is what shows, that is the test of you being a real entrepreneur, because it will be what me build the idea na feed na saying ebutu no for you to start. Oh yeah, they know I started.
Or a man with children too.
Social media handle near moneyhub_official. And our face, so my personal page near at Casandra World. We are proudly sponsored by Oze App, Skin Gourmet, and our face, Tang Palace Hotel.
Baby memories hunting you.
My guest today, one very interesting person. I would like to say he's one of the most intelligent people I've ever come across, and I've watched him closely. With his businesses, you know, the ups and downs of the business. And why not you say, don't give you up. Never see business in there. Why not you say, business and no one obey. He's an entrepreneur. He's tried his hands on different things. And but most importantly, I love to learn from those who have been there. So you learn properly from those who have been there. Onim. When the business went down and when the business came up, none other person to tell you about when it goes down. My guest Mr. Eugene Apete. He's an entrepreneur, and I'll call him a serial entrepreneur because he's done different things in business. Rebuilding the business after the fire. So tell somebody to tell somebody that we are live and airborne. Mr. Eugene Apete. And I'm Mr. Apete. Apete proper. The money have. There's a secret I need to let people know, but maybe after the show, I'll let you know who he really is.
Oh, I see.
The backbone to this program. All right, but it's an honor to have you.
It's an honor to be here as well. I always listen to it.
Yes.
And then there means maybe do So it's an honor to be here, to be seeing you. And then also, first of all, I would also want to send my condolences to Dr. Khan in Ebusianfo. Dr. Khan in Ebusianfo.
I miss him so much. So much. All right, let's talk about business. So far, from the journey of Money Hub, you know, we've talked about how to build your business. You know, but build a business. The one thing that we don't want to, the fact that business will it would be a qua na copim na bad down no so sunshine. Obi nso wo ho a obi nso wo ho a enye se ohyeda se empem te se with COVID ba yi lot of businesses suffered, but say obi tie yen why demoralized it me sika nyina share me hu nyina share business you know my brain me ho na business na yi. How does the person rebuild? Let me, is it actually important to even discuss something like this? Because obi tie yen afia no be business mo, would this discourage the person? Is this something worth discussing?
Yes, I'll say it's let me start like this. America create a tremu na my niece no yare and he didn't call hospital. Now it was a public hospital in our area. Now Casandra, you drew on the treatment that we were given. It was appalling. Just say yeah, the treatment that was there was so appalling. And Obi Kache said there's a private hospital be. I been in Tianko Honomo and you call it. It was around 12. That's midnight. Yeah, 12 midnight. But said your moje it was so nice. Yeah. Afterwards, I was sitting there inside. I came outside and I was reading the profile of the person who started the business, who started the hospital. No? And me who the profile name Troy. And from what I read, I realized that this person realized that in the whole area, you need hospital papi be a bit me share amount for. And now so my mouth will be brave. Into no efa and also say, me a doctor. I could be working in a public hospital and be getting my money. But so, may you be over this area. And this hospital has saved people. Wow. Just look at it. Just one man out in a corner makes this decision. And then it's affecting a whole lot of people. Inti Usha entrepreneurship that is the purpose of it. That we need people who can sit in their corner somewhere and be able to do what? Just decide, say, ensure no more area muhana. And yet, I believe I can do something about it. Right. Let me do something about it. So what you say? Inti doa you can so only obi to coin. Yeah. That's a one channel coin so yeah. Fanny say especially local crash and happen most. Ubeko baby say oh me share Happy FM. Oh funny haya for funny say obi fan. Nipa ni ben nante sa. Inti so if you're able to tell the person say coin no ewa. Obe hu no obeye. Obeye den obe say oh me fa car. Obeye ni heal no. So what you say we timi anante akodu ho no mo. So it is good say right from the beginning we let people know say the journey is tough but it is very rewarding. The journey is tough but it is very rewarding. Sometimes not only to yourself. At the end of the day it becomes so rewarding that it's to the whole community. And that's the beauty of entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Okay, my baby so it means as an entrepreneur, no, if the quest to solve a solution and a reasoning to I think it makes it slightly better if you have to lift yourself up. Yes. What about Dr. Yasemin Amadjeng Ebaso? It means that the whole essence of entrepreneurship, say when who problem be what area be. Now we'll solve this problem now. Enti nyaminka say manesa, but ekobane say major downturn be bar. It is easier for you to also climb up. Exactly. But tell me, as a business person and as an entrepreneur, because I want us to focus on entrepreneur, knowing and understanding, say an entrepreneur solves a problem and then gets the reward out. Yeah. As an entrepreneur, is it possible, say, ubeshe business say, and now say ubesha see dija, and you will avoid challenges?
Obi be kind of say, me cousin be na kind of say. Say, ABR, is it possible? I would answer it with a question. So, is it possible for you to leave the house, say, with Fifi, or say, with your dental or and then you expect, say, traffic lighting, be green, because it's all about it's not possible. Yeah. It's not possible. Yeah. So it's the same way. Ubedu baby, traffic light not red. It was so china kakra. A bit delay time kakra. Be now pentempa, but you'd have to wait a little bit. Yes. So entrepreneurship journey, it's a journey of ups and downs. Yeah. You cannot take away the challenges. In fact, entrepreneurs do what? We embrace challenges so that you'll be able to solve it. Challenges now, obia Adrian free hono. An entrepreneur sits down and says, how can I solve it? Yeah. So what you say, how can I solve it? How can I make it better? Yeah. Sometimes not just by yourself. You can go asking other people, be saying, oh, Charlie, Usha, Adiwe is saying a bit me in a better. And that's entrepreneurial mind. Okay. And we need it everywhere. We need it in the offices like this. Your kind entrepreneur doesn't even mean any obi or no kind of business. That's like even in the office, obi to me will say bibia say your office.
Okay.
But the person has an entrepreneurial mindset. So what he has here. Into otimu say, me train my boss and beka say adie we asay. The person is able to no catch your boss say, boss, me sure adie we you're switching it this way. We are going to get better results.
Okay.
So, and that's an entrepreneurial mindset. If you have such a mindset, you would progress wherever you go, whether you are doing your own business, whether you are working for somebody.
Yeah.
And especially if you are working for somebody, your bosses will love you.
Absolutely. And I was talking to somebody about, ways your boss can like you.
Yeah.
And I would like, and as someone working, it's one of the things. I mean, if you can imagine if we help pay the organization to cut down a few costs.
Exactly.
And that's it, to make an extra profit.
Yeah.
I mean, boss being on pay. But let's talk about the impact on the entrepreneur. I mean, as a nipa, we are there, adibaya we are. What build the business? I mean, to say, what's your band when you
exactly.
Then something happens.
Exactly.
For you as the entrepreneur, what built it BPR to the top, and I say in the middle as a corner. Then now I say, how does the person handle this impact and now pick themselves up from this major disappointment? So
that's the major thing. For every entrepreneur, entrepreneurs have a bit of ego, and it's important because that ego nana ema ultimate na say me Eugene, I can do this.
Yeah.
So what he has here. So that ego is very important. But when there's a downturn, when Uka say, me provide this service where I'm out, and you're not able to provide that service to the person.
Yeah.
And then everybody obi who say business no, you failed. It kills your ego. Sadina ma utimi sorry ka say me ya doing. It kills it.
Okay.
What's he has here? And I'll say Cynthia, whatever you do, don't lose your mind. And don't lose your confidence. These are two things. If you lose them, it will take you a whole lot of time to be able to regain them. So I'll say, when that impact comes, create ways by which you'll be able to what? Into say, for obia, problem in yamba, start creating those things down.
Okay, like, build it. Something that say impact
like an immune system for yourself.
Right. Okay.
You build it because you see the impact, especially we lose business and also we fail in business. Your customers car, the bank. So what you see, you chase you here and there.
Yeah.
If you are not careful, you will lose your mind. If you are not careful, you will lose your mind. I've seen people get stroke. Because they've lost a lot of money in business. What you here. So I will recommend, this is what I will recommend personally. It's worked for me. So I'll say it. Say, one thing you know, you're championata, I can face it all. You lose your mind.
Yes.
Don't lose your mind.
Yes.
We need you.
Okay.
So don't lose your mind. Listen, first of all, Cynthia, rather, it is not cowardice. He said, Ubakoko, Niabo, Noaka say, I live to fight another day. Please live to fight another day. Don't be a hero. Live to fight another day.
Okay.
Preserve yourself. You go back. You strengthen yourself. Then you come back stronger.
Again. All right.
So don't lose yourself. Don't lose your mind. Know how to preserve yourself. But in all of this, that's why I said, so don't lose your confidence as well. So make sure that you are able to hold these two things intact. Because I am me do we and do be it's hard be more rising.
Rising. All right. The ego and the confidence.
Yes.
Or they just see the first time.
Exactly.
And no one ever
these things will make you rise.
Let me quickly chip in there. For someone who OTA, quickly the person want to know, say, may day ma preserve some my mind, and my confidence so that I don't lose it. Because I like to say this show is practical.
Yeah.
It's as real as possible.
Yes.
We don't cook anything. Until for obi say, Charlie, dear no okay can't may your day ma preserve my mind. I'm actually going out of my mind. But now what we are saying might not save the person who's already, but if you'll be how does the person protect their confidence and their mind in situations like this?
Okay, so in science, my little science that I know, back from SS, you're afraid to be homeostasis. And it's a natural thing. It's a natural way the body is able to balance things inside. And if I say, there's a lot of heat in the room here. If there's a lot of heat in the room here, we won't say you start sweating naturally.
Yeah.
And that is how nyamia bono.
Yeah.
You start sweating naturally. It's a balance of body temperature. It's in the upper dry in too hot.
Yeah.
So you over balancing with a little bit of insulin.
Yeah.
That's the natural homeostasis. You create your own homeostasis.
All right.
For myself, I have a song, okay? A song that reminds me all the time. It's on my playlist every day. Reminds me that, listen, you have to keep going.
All right.
Okay, so I have a playlist.
Exactly.
I have a playlist.
Will say, you have to keep going.
You have to keep going.
Okay.
There are some of these things that, and a go on more. In the homeostasis is that it's like facing the challenge with its opposites. Inti obeshen obiako through problem no. Nothing more all dream.
Yeah.
Oh dream, you are sinking. You will sink. That's where you lose your mind. There are some things that say, these are things I do that keeps me happy.
Yeah.
Those
things
Those are the things you have to do.
All right.
So what you say, those are the things. They say there's a hormone called dopamine in us. That's a happy hormone.
All right.
So sometimes you can be going through something, you remember your little child. It gives you happiness. It gives you some joy. Myself like this, these are some of the practical things I do.
Yeah.
On my wall, in my office, my church one of the things I've written on my wall is that the reward is huge. Into no matter what I'm going through now, make sure the reward is huge, All right. Say, if I'm able to go through this.
Reward in here, great.
Yeah. One thing I've also learned is that sika we are him no.
Yeah.
It being free mass but Nina is on earth here.
Yeah. I say,
but yes, but you realize that there are some people who are getting money, and they say, "Hey, another billionaire, sika na free mass and bekani sika no home."
Yeah, dear.
He created it here. So what I say. Okay. So I always use this to encourage myself. Say, if the money is there, into your can say, Eugene, there's $1 million waiting for you. Okay, there's $1 million waiting for you. Just go through these obstacles. If you're able to go through these obstacles, you get it.
1 million here.
So when I'm going through the obstacles, I keep my eye on what?
On the price.
On the price.
All right.
For Christians, there's a part of the Bible, I think in Philippians, that says that, but for the joy that was set for him, he couldn't have endured the cross. So even Jesus Christ, he had to keep his eye on the cross.
On the glory.
So that you'll be able to what?
Go
endure
through the cross.
So that is it. Always keep the price before you. Whatever price. In Tia start Charlie. And the evidence is there for us to see. The Elon Musk, the Jeff Bezos. The evidence is there. Kwame Despite of our times.
Yes.
Okay? The evidence is there for us to see. You can put some of these people, their pictures, the people that you admire. It reminds you.
Yeah.
And that is part of what? Ways that you keep your mind moving.
All right. That is so awesome. Safi, I'll do a feed to Happy 98.9. You are listening to The Money Hub with Casandra. As usual, it is Wednesday and we're discussing money. But Eneno and Komochuchene is very deep. We're talking about how to rebuild your business after the fire, after a major downturn. Obeying a rebuilding. And these are practical, ways that Eugene is opening our minds to. So what's your business? I say, now we lose our business. How do you rebuild it? Let me read a few messages on Facebook. Piaga said, Casandra, you're looking so awesome. And one and I'm person me reading. Thank you very much. Jupiter Jojo said, I love this song, Power. Okay, I think the song we were playing earlier on. KK from Kaswanzo say, American Townhouse. Okay. And all right, okay. Casandra, you're looking awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you for your messages. All right. If you just joined, we are live on Facebook. You can go and check out my guest for today in the name of Eugene Apete on Nutrition Komono. Eugene, let's come to the impact on the business. Say you're discussing when a major turn happens, the impact on the person. You've already given us the solution on how we're going to keep our mind. Now to the business itself. Yet then and protected the business from suffering. Business, no, okay. I say ashe, but I share completely.
Yeah.
I say share completely because be a building in ashe, and na sikano ena are, but bibi jinamu ken.
Exactly.
Because one building at the back, you were near my, there were different pillars. I make it business no. The influence the main pillar no cut down one. See with your own way, or staff from way, be equipment be a water young way, and I say and she, you know, how do you stop the business and protect the business from suffering?
So that's one perfect thing you just mentioned. It's about practicing gratitude.
All right.
When you practice gratitude, this is it. Nyama bibiako down. Your business has gone down. Bibiako down. Then you ask yourself, say, just look around you. Sit yourself down, look around you and say, what do I still have? Mm-hmm. You would get to realize, say, and then there's this man called Sam Walton. Mm-hmm. Sam Walton is the founder of Walmart. Yeah. Sam Walton. Now, there was a time, almost stocks came down. Mm-hmm. He lost everything. And then they asked him that, Charlie, what are you going to do now?
Yeah.
Then his answer was that it could have been worse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It
could have been worse.
That's and the worst would have been if Onwankase losing a life.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could have lost your own life.
Yeah.
Inti, the fire has come down on your business. Mm-hmm. Now, what do you do after there's a fire? You gather the debris. You gather the things that remain. There's definitely something that remains.
Yeah, remaining.
You have your life.
Ampa.
You have your freedom.
Ampa.
Madam Fubi koye business bi, and he was delaying. And yebeche no ko koto counterback.
Yeah.
Oba osi Eugene, Charlie, is you.
Yeah.
I say Charlie.
Freedom, no. Carry your asset.
Say freedom. The fact that you can move from here to Circle, move from here to Accra, it's a big thing. So you may have lost everything. You still have your freedom. Yeah. You still have your mind. You haven't gone, you don't have stroke. You haven't lost your mind. Listen, let's rebuild. Another thing, that's one way. So count, there's this thing when we're growing up, we always say, count your blessings and name them one by one.
Yes.
So actually sit down, count your blessings. Your freedom is one. The fact that you still have your family is one. Mm-hmm. The fact that you've not gone cuckoos is one. So what you are here, you are still there. Hold yourself up. Don't die. And then hold your business up. Okay. Another critical thing. This is one thing where, personally, I failed in. Mm-hmm. It's in, let's say, BBAC. And it all comes from the ego of the entrepreneur. Yeah. Okay? That I want to do this. I can do this for you. That means me and ye. You are just looking at that. Then sometimes it makes you want to hide. Yeah. Okay. It makes you want to hide. So in especially the first, when I was saying that, when I say preserve yourself, it doesn't mean you hide. Okay. Communicate to the people that this is what has happened. In my case, I was too afraid to communicate. I realized today I would have gone with somebody else to communicate that Charlie, a kaba business ni mo na say no. Okay. I bet you no person will do anything to you. They would rather appreciate you for your integrity. But if you business no, who did your man for car? Now who journey no? Charlie, no a big good business. No? A big good business no. You are worrying the name of the business, the brand that you have built over all these years. It's difficult to build a brand. That's why when I see our banks a bit collapse anyway, yes. People are happy. It becomes I'm sad. Me too. It's difficult to build a brand from scratch to where especially the Ghanaian owned brands now. Ghanaian owned brands. Yes. Say if you've been able to build your business to a certain point, say Bibi Ba, don't run away. Go to the people, tell them, say, this is what, even when it's a bank. The other time somebody was teaching us, I think, on your show on ETV. He was saying that when you default with even a loan, go back to the bank. It was Mr. Bernardo Seitu. Yes. I said, go back to the bank. Yeah. Go and renegotiate. You see, they don't tell you, say there's something like that, but there is. Because some person wants to take advantage of it. But there is. So, if you run, your brand goes down the drain. So that is one way to what? Save the business.
Wow, this is some solid information. Do not run. Business no kabe mo no menwane. Face the people. So one ka sample to me a mobindi wenim and go and face the people. You're still listening to the Money Hub with Casandra. Na yenko dija kakra. Your fintech segment na is sponsored by Oze app. Now me kase se wudija and I say wo dwene ho se wo pese wudija. The one app you need to have on your phone eye OZE. Into one kasa show smartphone so say sia a app sa wo so nyinara se OZE app, that is Oze app in so na che se wa hye ho bone and you are making a big mistake. So wo pese wudija. The one thing that is very, very important. Now I'm about to do a series on, how to get it right the first time. Well, basics on business. And the one thing important is your record keeping right from the beginning. And then I was looking at, African Free Trade Continental Agreement in America. So there's a lot of opportunities for small businesses. But my main country will be, the first thing they will require from you, simple bookkeeping. Yenko kase kofa 1 million bra because yenim se woni 1 million inti na waba hono. There are funds for people, for small and medium businesses in Ghana, but funds ni bi wo hɔ eti ho train nipo be meet requirement. Guess what? The requirements are as simple as record keeping. O use Oze app, it's able to even tell you emra we shall say we use app no. That becomes like a start date of the business. And here would share business name, profit awunya or business name. Say business no ye profito and ye profito ni nyina no simple record keeping. One says so be person ma uska on expect say o kese because onimpa say we hia nti na waba no hono. New here say who consistency with the business, how serious you are, and that boils down to simple record keeping. Enti enemi bisaw wo pesika de expand your business, but one kasa unimja o shase. Afi na oba betiti witiri ho. Oh make me ya we 200,000 de ahye me business mu. Ye bisa so na business ya hin na make ma me nkofa book metimi debi. Simple Oze app will help you. Let me tell you, it is simple. For smartphone no, ko Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ma wona na bia na wo babin download it because it is simple. Ono nka say the business name no nyina be hye ho. Every day bia ne wo beton gari no, beans no, ne ye beton bia no, record it. Soon ne Oze app betumi ama by using this app and say soon ube hu say na ase gari ne yi ameton ye ase ne ton milk pa wo shop ha o enti rather than mefa gari more no na nkrofon to no ma memfa milk no more because it to the bia na ma short milk meanwhile na ma ton more gari. What you say? Now it gives you what to even buy, what to focus on. It now begins to even tell you, area who me sanko photo milk in May, see in June. These statistics you won't get it from anywhere, especially we a small business. This research no. But guess what? Once you're using the Oze app is collating all these data for you. Se me is kakrabia. Now betina menim. Now mama information where I will take you serious. You don't have to talk to kasabebre. Mema o say skano because unim tama business shase unim ahia business to make you to make a catch him say business way November and making more profits in December. Do you get me? Now this is an analysis that as a business, small business, we don't normally have, but using the app gives you all this. Now the one beautiful thing about the app is the 24-hour business coaches. So as an entrepreneur, nientia ekoba ne say eto de bia ase ye fail no is because ye champion ata ye bibia me ye marketer me na engineer na builder meaning bibia ye eno ne ye problem. But as an entrepreneur what to me develop a product and you outsource someone to market it for you. Because when you're good at marketing, don't go and force yourself into something you are not good at. So the 24-hour coaches that are on Oze app are to assist you with that. In terms say here be with your time management, here be with financials, here be with marketing. There are people who are experts. Most importantly, who use app ya it me feel say antimansa app you are really using it well in a brand bejiska for expand your business. What more would you ask for in a bank? And do me a favor, say one kase dija na se woni mobi odija mpaucho ochina udu ni nchen ape bomodia na boa to download Oze app because that is the beginning of wealth for sani pana. Afenso bana ahomeje I always say Nansing there are a lot of stress related diseases. The one stress bema ubetua more than you should have even paid for just simple relaxation. Relax. every time make say relax. We juma Monday to Friday, whole year long. Now only you, wonkwana we juma, wonkwana yebu juma ma. Relax. Take time off. Out of a juma dina we yeno. Take time off for one kasa. Do you know how you're going to do that? By booking yourself into Tank Palace Hotel. Me say, uko baby a relaxation wo, e jiania e fine. Womo serve wo e fine. Baby a woko that the sheets are clean and they are covered up. Uko baby na se hobo and I say sheet janifi honomo. Go to Tank Palace Hotel. The sheets are clean. You can just smell it. Now, I always say there is something relaxation does to you. It brings out creativity. Opashe. Ain't go for to me all the way to Dubai to baby nice places to. It brings out creativity. To me wo baby fine up and now nyama beautiful nyama to kwanko Ghana to kwanko Mole Pakayanas to kwanko different place. Jina hona beautiful waterfall near there. You see the ideas begin to come. Sana ni paya in your relaxed mode, you know. You get ideas. So book yourself into Tank Palace. Now you can go onto their website, www.tankpalacehotel.com, and ask from on 030-278-8886. Number nibium 030-278-8886. And I say, just go to them, their premises at Boston Avenue and Bora Honma, and just tell them that Casandra Ote or Happy FM can ubenya discount. About I think about Miss Skin. Internet who say we are always streaming live. Ko Facebook na question Miss Skin. And tell me what you see. Beautiful skin. Now, I say, quite recently, my research has shown me, skin cancer is one of the leading, causes of death. As for Ghana, I don't really know the statistics, but we are saying it's one of the leading causes of death, skin cancer. Now, so you're funny serious. Onyankopon oboade in his infinite wisdom on one kasama yen share butter. Your skin be fine. Now, me kasa say wo pe share butter enye wo skin tina. Sometimes we use to share butter in a hot weather. Na as a tar skin. Black soap nso sa alata samina. To the be wo use na say wo nye careful na a dry wo skin. But I recommend a good shea butter that has gone through proper processing and a black soap are getting into liquid form are enye harsh on your skin. And that is Skin Gourmet. Follow them on social media because me chad from last week I've been giving packages out. All you need to do is to follow Skin Gourmet GH or Instagram and tag me because me watch it. Now Skin Gourmet is one of the only companies and I say organizations are shea butter into different way shea butter with hemp shea butter with different flavors because obian in your pe one shea butter into a band of flavors are be oils ni be. Now what I love is the scrub. Into me say I'm a media person and always using makeup. Into do time and then the skin is clogged. Until I use the scrubs. The scrubs also comes with different, it be your hibiscus, it be your cocoa. You will just enjoy it. Follow them on social media and tag me and I'll give you something beautiful. But most importantly, me say, and Krana Wawomono, do not use harsh products for them. Use a skin product that is going to bring out their natural brown skin. Number I'll bet me for Skin Gourmet was 020-897-9303. Support and use Ghanaian product. This is authentically owned by a Ghanaian. And most importantly, we'll ship it to about the companies, the product is in about 20 countries, across the world. And you can even ship to your friends and family outside. We'll be to skingourmet.com to, buy and they can ship to anywhere you are in the world. So I think I'll do with Fidia Hanuma. We're talking to Mr. Eugene Apete, an entrepreneur who has been through it and understands how to, rebuild the business after a major downturn or after the fire. Mr. Apete, Yanko, the real building. How do we now begin to rebuild when everything is down? You have told us, how to handle the impact on the person, the impact to make sure that the business doesn't suffer. Now, your word down now, yakwa sisa. How do we now begin to rebuild?
Okay, so I really like something that you said. You talked about we usually entrepreneurs, and it all comes from the entrepreneurship, like the entrepreneur's ego.
Yeah.
Just say, you want to do it alone, or you want to do it by yourself.
Yes.
I say, I'm self-made. I did this. That is one of the biggest problems because, most of the businesses that Facebook. Facebook was not started by just Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, he had financiers.
Yeah.
there was this guy called Severin or something like, I've forgotten his name. If you look at Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs is the one we know for Apple.
Yeah.
Like, the man behind Apple.
Yeah.
But he had somebody, Steve Wozniak. Steve Wozniak was the guy who was doing the coding. You get it? Until you will see the face. Oh, Steve Jobs was the one who created Apple. They had people behind them.
No crap.
So listen, don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. This is one of the reasons why perhaps you fail.
Yeah.
Don't do it alone. See, I can say,
yes. Yeah.
So, it's because you were alone. That is why the impact was so much on you. Exactly.
Yes.
So now that you are rebuilding, get people to help you.
All right.
Sometimes in getting people to help you, employee will be
usually and only real reasoning.
Yes. If you are able to sell the idea that you have, so sometimes use the resources around you.
Okay.
You have friends.
And now
What you say? You have friends. If your friends, the same friends are on your moko eco di tilapia ni bankuno. If you want to buy, could be on moko to bankuno tilapia na. The way otimi bargaining say kweku chale. My business yanka obo mi anka chale nke ebeko yenimo.
Yeah.
What you say? You are using a resource around you.
Okay.
Kweku will not charge you that much as somebody. If you are kweku, you can count on agreement say chale profits by ya check.
Okay.
So what you say? Okay. And now you're paying in this way. You're better to tunnel.
Yeah.
Inti, I think that is one of the major ways that you don't do it alone.
Yeah.
Get a partner.
Okay.
Sometimes it can even be a family member.
Yeah.
One of my mentors taught me this.
Yeah.
But Cynthia, one of the best ways to build a business is to use interns. Yeah.
Because someone pay experience.
Yes. They are even hungrier. Woman that opportunity. So you can't go hire people who have made it already. Use interns. It will now come down to your leadership skills to be able to impact into them. Then they help you build your business.
All right.
So that is one of the ways.
Okay.
When Will Smith says something, Will Smith said, I know I'm saying Will Smith, I'm out for
popular for all
I'm a guy, pan, and so
you'll be a guy. We don't support what he did.
But Will Smith said, you will never see a wall, even the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
What you did was that you put one brick at a time. One brick at a time. By the time we need to you've created a wall.
And also
so that is it. Exactly. So you need people and then start it one at a time.
Okay.
One at a time.
Okay.
Perhaps you were doing too many things. That was one of my issues.
Yes.
Okay. Because I see myself as an entrepreneur. I touch this. But I see if you're able to focus on one thing, start with one thing, focus on that thing. You know, say Apple had that issue. Steve Jobs was sacked out of Apple. He came back later. They were dealing in so many products. And then he said, no.
Debbie.
He cut down all of them and dealt with just a few of them.
No more Apple Watch, Apple, not Apple
Even before, that was before, it was even before the Apple Watch and all that. They were dealing so many things to do with, tech.
Yeah.
But he cut down, concentrated on just a few of them.
Yeah.
So this is one of the best ways as well.
Okay.
That you concentrate on a few things that you think your strength, then start building from there.
Like
as you go, you can diversify.
I like that.
As you go, you can diversify.
I like that.
And then what you also said about mentors, please don't try to reinvent the wheel. Use mentors. There are mentors in your church. There are mentors in your community.
Yes.
Use mentors. Go ask questions. Say now, no.
Yeah.
But very cautious. One of the things you should be very cautious. Use mentors who are in your area.
Okay.
Into an entrepreneur, go to an entrepreneur as a mentor.
Okay. Why any bidder? Okay.
So he may have even failed, but why bidder?
Very, very important.
Sometimes, we also make the mistake of this will be quite controversial. But I read somewhere said don't take money advice from a broke person. It's a amount. Yes. Don't take money advice. Yeah. Sometimes it could be your parents, and it's heartbreaking. I love my mom. But if your mom or your father has not made it in that year, please. Yeah. You don't. I didn't say don't listen. No, I said don't take. So that's listen. Be humble enough to listen, but know which one to take.
All right.
Because there are many people telling you, "Oh, Kojo, Kojo for her," but then they've not even been there.
Yes.
Take the advice from somebody who's done it before.
Yeah, awesome. Wow. So with all the suffering, all the trouble, especially for Bia, I feel no baby business and I say, share business that's in chair. By now I be na you tuna kuma kakra. For the person who is listening to us, I would hear or say, hey, we dear Jama ati ebia nedin. What is the advice over money panel?
Just like I said before, the reward is huge.
Okay.
The reward is huge. And we have, you see, for Christians believe we are going to heaven. And we haven't even seen one person who is in heaven yet. I'm a Christian myself. But we believe. As what we have read and all.
But we are hopeful because of the
We are hopeful that there's a reward, there's a big reward. So you keep going to church, you keep trying to live a good life. The same way, if you have faith to do this, the same way. As for entrepreneurship, you've seen the Elon Musk of this world. You've seen Jeff Bezos. You've seen Bill Gates. Okay, listen, there's a big reward. And the thing is that we need entrepreneurs. We need entrepreneurs. We need people who can say, sit in your corner and say, Adewe Atochima. I believe I can do something about it. If we have this kind of thing in different locations, different places, we will build a good society. So if you are somebody out there, you have an idea, kudos to you. Just an idea, kudos. Don't give up. Just keep moving.
Keep working on it.
You have built a business. It's collapsed. Listen, get up.
Wow.
Move, get up. Just say sorry, Bion, because there are people who are looking up to you. Business ni go ye. In Kofa na uti omono. Omuni na they've dispersed. They've lost their business.
Wow. I always say you are one of the practical people. Now, like I said, I was going to tell you a secret about. Now, Eugene Apete is my co-producer on Money Hub. He's an amazing guy. Money Hub, when Money Hub started, every day after day, week after week, all the questions come money. He has a way of tweaking it and bringing the life out of it. And I am so honored to have him sit here in the studio. May catch you. So what you baby? No one started business. We fail it 20 times. Hey, meet you, But yeah, sorry, son. Tell me, what is that one thing that you wish you knew? We shall see a business. When did you start business? 15 years.
Yeah, about 15
years. Let's say
now.
About 15 years ago. Okay. So 15 years ago, we share business. I say, what is that one thing you wish you knew then? That you know now, like Adipakwa unim sesi unyaya and Kobi Kachel, then I think that will save someone's life anyway.
Yeah, and I think I've mentioned it already, and I'll reiterate it that it is don't do it alone.
Don't do it alone.
There is a lot of help around you.
There's a lot of help around you.
Look around.
Okay.
See your resources. Okay. There's resources around you. Don't do it alone. Get people, get friends, gather people around, rally them behind the dream. Yeah.
Don't do it alone. Get help. Get friends. Rally people around you. Sa idea na wo na wo pese wo sesa wo mpotemu hono. Do not let it die. Keep it alive. Keep working on it. But most importantly, get mentors and rally people around your dream. One thing I miss here is resources. Because it today be you're quick to say, mini way. I wish I had. I wish. Yeah, wishes. Meanwhile, so what's the what show reason? Yeah, what says here? And Kobe will run with those resources. And the first one is freedom. So what found you to be called background a resource. And now for work can be your resource. It to be a one now for we are clever. And come back marketing when we are head of marketing when companies more. Or more making other people renew out your could detail up every day. Now this is the time for you to start that small WhatsApp group. Put put Kojo in, put Kwesi in. Kwesi help me with marketing. Kojo help me with the sales. We kakra and build that, because that is what will sustain. But I have learned a lot about rebuilding your business. I hope so. Do follow us on social media for more at moneyhub_official. I think so my personal page near at Casandra World, so that you can learn a lot. Mr. Eugene Apete, thank you very much for coming. We can't wait to have you another day. All right, go out there and win as an entrepreneur. Do not let the light, dim. Shine, because Ghana, you hear entrepreneurs. So go out there and win, and tell everybody that you had on the Money Hub that you can do it if you apply these things that Eugene has taught you today. Go on Facebook now, share as many times as possible, so that obi betumi ate nya yesu enena makramo. Keep yourself safe and keep winning. Bye bye.